Have you seen anything good?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, can we talk about it?
I'm not sure.
Details, but
I'm not sure we can say secrets here.
No. We've seen like very good series, right?
Yeah, and it's
like
so
very varied, no? Like a lot of genres, different genres, from a lot of different countries.
The cultural, how to say, DNA of each project was very interesting to discover, and also what I can say is that the ambience in the jury is really great. We are laughing a lot. We spent a lot of time together. We didn't had so big argues, how to say, difference or
point of view, yeah,
different point of view about what we have seen. So that's really cool.
It's wonderful when you sit down in a room for a bunch of days with a collective that is also from different part of the world, like Amine from Tunisia and myself from Brazil, Spain, France, Denmark, like different schools, different point of views of life, to be discussing these other cultures and these other shows and how cinema and TV, it's one language all over the world, but how we execute that. So I think the excitement about, you know, being in a jury is that, because you're basically talking about perspective and love and passion that is art. I've been learning so much from each one of them, but it's interesting that with music, like normally people tend to like just go and the script or the actor and all that. And I thought it was so wonderful of this festival to always have a composer in the jury. So when I met Amine, I didn't know him in person, but I knew him of him. And now he's working with a Brazilian director as well.
True.
But it was interesting to learn with each one of them something. But with music, like yesterday we were watching a show, and throughout the show I was thinking about Amine. I was like, I'm really curious of what Amine is gonna say. And that's normally not my first thing, is to think about the song. At the end I end up always thinking, but so I think like you always learn from each other. Sorry I jumped in, but I got excited.
Thank you. Everybody is having a very important point of view each time. It's very I really enjoyed it.
I'm totally getting their numbers. I'm gonna stay in touch. I'm in love.
In this experience, we've been like watching series for days, like two and two and two, and each one has been from each country. So it's like an experience to watch, like Deutsch, German, como diferentes culturas, una tras otra.
Different cultures.
So we can notice it more, like, and how cinema is important for that, to telling us who we are, society, and each culture. So it's like, okay, yesterday we were seeing the Serbia's one, and I was thinking like, this is important.
There are people that are coming from the cinema to the TV show, and the TV show is from the cinema. There is no boundary anymore. Directors, scriptwriters, talents, actors, cinematographers, music composer. Maybe the real difference is much more about the duration and the quantity of work that it needs, because in a film it's just an hour and a half or 2 hours. In a TV show it's six times 52 minutes. So it's the duration of the work, the commitment that you give to a TV show, it's much more intense and much more, takes from you a lot of time. I mean, for the music, for example, I did the show last year called Tapi for Netflix, which was in Cannes series, and I wrote 4.5 hours of music, which is like comparing to a film. If a film is very demanding in music,
it's almost 3 films, right?
It's almost 4 or 5 films. And meanwhile, it's much more space for you to express yourself. If you have that long time of music to write, then you need to, you have much more space for expression. So that it's great.